Hi, Harold Hemmings recaps here.
Before we start, warning. Spoilers ahead. Today, I'm gonna explain a fantasy and romance movie, called It's a Boy-Girl Thing. The film begins with Woody and Nellie. They are neighbors and former childhood friends who go to the same high school. One night, Woody plays music at a loud volume which makes Nellie annoyed and angry with him. Because Woody doesn't want to turn the music down, she gets angry and immediately closes the window. Unfortunately, her clothes get stuck in the window, making Woody see Nellie's naked body. They have very different habits. Woody is a popular varsity football player while Nellie is a girl who loves literature but lacks social skills. They loathe each other and are constantly in dispute. When Woody wants to go to school, he is picked up by his friend, Harry, while Nellie walks to school because she missed the school bus. While walking, Woody and Harry intentionally pass a puddle of water, which made Nellie's body drenched. Nellie's appearance looked disheveled when she arrived at the school. As a result, Woody's girlfriend, Brianna, laughs at her in the school hallways. Woody also pretends to apologize to her. Nellie eventually decides to ignore them. In the classroom, Woody idly types obscene things on Nellie's computer that makes a loud noise, causing all the students in the class to laugh at her. Later, their class goes on a school trip to an ancient museum. Woody and Nellie are forced to work together on an assignment. Because of it, they quickly begin arguing in front of a statue of the ancient statue. As they argue, the statue quietly casts a spell upon them. At night, the spell works on their bodies, causing them to wake up in each other's bodies the next morning. When they wake up, they panic because their bodies have swapped last night. They are also very confused with each other's habits. When they arrive at school, they immediately blame each other for the body swap, but agree to pretend to be the other person until they can find a way to switch back. At first, they seem to succeed, but quickly return to arguing when they each feel the other is misrepresenting them in the opposite body, such as Woody answering a question oddly from the teacher. Later, Nellie also humiliates Woody's body in the cafeteria by dropping his food. Inevitably, she has to join the football practice because Woody is the leader of his team. However, she doesn't know what to do, causing the coach to scold her for the poor performance on the pitch. The next day, it turns out that their bodies are still swapped and have not returned. Woody sees Nellie is wearing neat clothes, making Woody's appearance look dorky, which frustrates him. He is even more frustrated after he hears about how Nellie failed Woody's football practice the previous day. As payback, Woody dresses in inappropriate and provocative clothing to the school the following day. He also intentionally makes Nellie's reputation worse. After school, Nellie, in retaliation, breaks up with Brianna, much to the disappointment of Woody. Furthermore, the humiliation competition continues when Woody drives off with a biker boy, Nikki, and makes Nellie think she is going to lose her virginity. However, Woody thinks that it feels so wrong, because he's a man inside a woman's body and not completely a woman. He then decides to leave Nikki. The next morning, rumors are being spread around the school by Nikki about his night with Nellie. When she overhears about it, she gets very upset. Soon, Woody finds Nellie at the school corridor. He admits that he didn't actually lose Nellie's virginity and that everyone was simply spreading Nikki's lies. Nonetheless, Nellie is still let down, and so Woody decides to confront Nikki. It turns out that Woody can't fight him because he is inside Nellie's body, but at the right time Nellie runs up and punches Nikki in the face, forcing him to admit all his lies. Afterwards, Woody is worried that his football match will be held soon. Suddenly, they realize that before their bodies were swapped, they argued in front of an ancient statue, which turns out to be an ancient Aztec god Tezcatlipoca. Nellie and Woody reach a truce and they immediately head down to the museum. Sadly, they fail to return to their original bodies after confronting the statue. They then realize that they are going to have to help each other in two important upcoming events. Nellie must learn how to play football for Woody's upcoming match, and Woody must learn about poetry and literature for Nellie's upcoming interview. Later that night, Nellie is getting drunk at a party with Harry, while Woody is stuck at a slumber party with Nellie's friends, listening to all the gossip about himself. He is also surrounded by nail polish, pajamas, and gets a bikini wax. Later, Woody takes care of Nellie, who is dizzy from last night's hangover. After spending so much time together, they become very fond of each other and start to understand each other better. The night before the interview and the game, they agree to go to the school party together, as not a date. The day of the interview and match, Woody goes for the interview. He initially messes things up and is asked to leave, but he starts to talk about poetry and rap, which impresses and astonishes the interviewer. After that, he goes to the football game and watches Nellie run in the winning touchdown in the closing seconds. A college recruiter witnesses her good performance and wants to talk to her later. After the game, they congratulate each other for their successes. They sincerely have forgiven each other and said similar words as when they were arguing in front of the ancient statue. Shortly after this, the spell lifts and they eventually return to their original bodies. The scene finishes with Woody being kissed by Brianna and Nellie going home because she is very upset seeing it. Soon, Woody tries to invite Nellie to the school party, but he is stopped by her mother, who sees Woody's family as uneducated. Nellie then receives an acceptance letter from the university, meaning that her interview, which was done by Woody and her body earlier, was successful. However, she is still upset with Woody and decides not to go to the school party. Meanwhile, Nellie's father has a talk with her on the porch about Woody, during which she confesses she truly likes him, and her father surprises her with a dress and shoes for the party. On the other hand, Woody and Brianna are selected as the school king and queen. As they prepare to dance, Woody suddenly sees Nellie and both confess their love for each other straight away. In the end, they leave the school together and share a kiss in front of their houses, as their father secretly cheers for them together. The following day, Nellie tells her mother that she is taking a year's sabbatical before attending the university, and she hops into Woody's car as they drive off together. Subscribe to watch more videos like this, turn on notifications, and leave a like to help the channel out. Thank you for watching.